how to interact and run a set with quote unquote foreign woman. The main underlying thing, whenever there's a language barrier, whenever there's a cultural barrier, is the vibe and the body language and the animation and expression overpowers everything else. As long as you can communicate in a friendly, confident way, and that is expressed on your face and in your tonality and in your body language, that's what the girl's gonna be picking up on the most. Even if she doesn't know that much English. I could probably not even know a word of their language and have a decently fun interaction with somebody, especially in a nightclub. Like, you don't even need to speak English, honestly. If you go in with the right vibe and you have like fun, playful animations and expression, at some point you will need to actually communicate with the girl. But as long as you have the right vibe and the confidence and body language, that will get the girl to realize this dude's non-threatening, he's confident, he seems like fun. Even though we can't actually communicate, that's what she's picking up on just from your vibe, your facial expressions, and your body language, which is the main things that will determine whether or not the set actually hooks. Everything I'm talking about now also applies to American speaking women as well. Like, the vibe is primarily the main thing, and dudes have a tendency of just focusing on the actual words you're gonna say during the opener. I could say the same thing you say, you'll get completely blown out and rejected, and I could have a set fly open because of the expressions and the vibe and the frequency of energies that's being put out there during that open. A couple other subtle things though is, one, at some point, if you do hook, even if there is a little bit of a language barrier, one thing I'd recommend is not talking super fast or super logical or super analytical. You want to slow everything down and smile as if you're talking to like a little old lady. You're like, hey, well, maybe not as soft as that, but definitely slowed down. I wouldn't be talking to my grandma fast and analytical. If she was actually like very old, I wouldn't be doing that. It would definitely be slowed down, and it's also simplified. I'm not gonna be using crazy complicated words, almost like 5th grade or like 8th grade level English. Okay, if you think about how like elementary school kids would talk, right? So it's not gonna be like, wow, you have a very eloquent vibe to you. Like, how's your day going? It's like, hey, what's up? Hi, how you doing? How's the workout going? So I also like to express myself with my hands, and you can also see that when I just gave that example, my mouth movements is more exaggerated too. Everything I'm talking about also goes for the nightclub. My night game, even to American women, is very similar of how I would interact with a cultural difference woman in the daytime. Because in the nightclub, if you think about it, if it's loud and slightly dark, they almost can't hear everything you're saying anyway. So there's already not technically a language barrier in the nightclub, but there kind of is in that sense. So anytime I'm interacting with somebody in a club, I'm not talking super logical. I'm not talking very fast. I'm more focused on more simple, concise communication with exaggerated vibe, exaggerated expression from my lips, and more hand movements and gesticulation to get the communication across. So it's the same exact thing, because if I'm in a nightclub and I give this girl some like lengthy logical analogy, she's gonna be like,
what? What's going on?
The one final piece to this is that, like, once you do have that vibe and you are communicating with the girl and it's hooked just based off of your vibe, your body language, and she's actually talking to you, again, you do want to focus on everything I just mentioned, but at some point it's okay to bring out the translator, at least for a little bit, if the communication barrier is really significant. Some of these girls you'll be able to talk to and you just might not have to use complicated English. Other girls, you might have to be like, wait, hold on 1 second, wait, 1 second, 1 second. When I'm typing it in, it's not like dull and quiet and awkward and silence, and I'm like, there's no vibe there. You need to be laughing and still using your vibe and expressions while I'm typing this shit in. It's almost like the same thing with when you're getting a girl's number. A lot of dudes, when they're exchanging the number, it's just silent, and they're like, here, put your number in. Just like becomes awkward. And especially with the translator, if it's going back and forth, the overall vibe is not good there. So like when she says something, you're like, hold on 1 second. Like, you're excited, it's fun what you're about to do. And then you show her, even if she doesn't understand, you're like, what, you don't get it? All of those techniques in combination can help bridge the gap from a language barrier or cultural barrier. If you're interested in learning more about these principles, if you want to work with me personally to implement this stuff into your own life, I can help you with that. I'm the fucking guy for that, okay? Click the link in the description. You can fill out an application and book a free consultation call for an opportunity to work with me personally. The link is in the description. I've helped hundreds, if not thousands, of men over the last couple years make massive transformations in their dating life. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I've created a coaching program where we could work work with you directly, give you live feedback, show you the entire step-by-step structure to bring you from where you are right now to achieving the dating life of your dreams, okay? Click the link below, book out that free consultation call so we can discuss more details about it. That's all for this video, guys. Until next time, Coach Kyle signing out. Peace out.